entrepreneur, by definition, is able to identify an opportunity. Otherwise, you can't go anywhere. So, first thing the entrepreneur has to have is to visualize an opportunity in terms of the customer need. If he doesn't or she doesn't have it, keep searching for it. Most entrepreneurs identify these needs, but the existing businesses are not able to see them. So, item number 2, do not be discouraged. Because entrepreneurs are able to see things that the existing business people don't see. So, it's a hard battle to convince others. So they have to have a tenacity, persistence, conviction, drive to make it happen. They need to find people who can help them. Today you need help. So do not hesitate to call on big people who have some knowledge base and enroll their help. But stay with your conviction until you're satisfied that the opportunity is there or it is not there.
Women have found out, and especially this new generation, is that they don't per se want to go into a corporate life. That they want to handle their home life and their business life in different ways. And so their way of having more control over their schedule, over their business, is through creating a platform of their own. So not entering a different platform that's a company, but seeing how they can actually build a business of their own. I think that some of the things that really help in women trying to go towards entrepreneurship is, one, really learning about their own strengths and talents. As women, we fall short of really looking at our strengths. What we tend to do, and most social psychologists will tell you that, is that we look at our weaknesses and we try to improve those all the time. But in order to be truly, truly successful, if you look at the most successful leaders, whether it's men or women, they know who they are, they look at their strengths and talents, and they build their life, their relationships, their businesses around the strengths, because you can be more effective in that way. We need to learn how to build relationships in a very authentic way, but in those relationships we learn about new job opportunities, new references to people that would help us in our professional life. If you're always around the people that you always know, you probably know all the opportunities that they know. But if you really push yourself to get to know other people, there is more opportunities to learn about different things that are going on outside of your sphere of influence. And that is a chance where you can find a good mentor. I think mentorship becomes very important for women. And as women take on higher leadership roles, it would be important for women to also look out for other women, to mentor them along and encourage them.
Pregúntate por qué. ¿Por qué? Cuando Amancio Ortega se preguntó por qué en el mundo de la moda hay dos colecciones, la de primavera-verano y la de otoño-invierno, y no encontró una respuesta inteligente, era porque la tradición desde Christian Dior se había seguido desde los años 20. Cuando él se hace la pregunta por qué, entonces descubre que hay otra manera de hacer las cosas, y es esto lo que le lleva al éxito. Esto de preguntar constantemente es una cosa que los emprendedores deben siempre tener en cuenta. Pregunta constantemente, pero sobre todo pregunta por qué, porque a veces la idea aparece en la respuesta a esa pregunta.
Surprised by how vibrant entrepreneurship is in Mexico, and that's because technology has become so approachable, and to create companies is so less expensive than it used to be that entrepreneurship, I think, is actually much more available, not just in Mexico, but all around the world. And I think it's just the ability to take an idea and pursue it. And I spend a lot of time sort of counseling or advising entrepreneurs here in Mexico about giving them sort of the best tips and the best advice in order to take their company to the next level quickly without having to make a lot of the same mistakes that other entrepreneurs make. But I will say this, that it's just beginning. It's only going to get bigger. And it's true throughout all of Latin America. The startup movement, entrepreneurial movement is becoming so alive, so exciting, that it's going to change business in every country and throughout the world.
You have to leave your comfort zone. So if you want to accomplish something big, you really have to work hard on it. And I think it's key to have three elements. That's confidence in yourself, confidence in your equipment, and confidence in your team. And if one of these items is missing, you're not going to be successful. You don't have to be afraid of making mistakes. This is something that's so unique and extraordinary, and no one ever has done it before. So there is knowledge out there, but there's not a perfect answer to every question that we have. We have to find out, we provided a lot of answers so far, and I think we took it to the next level, from this level on. Now the next one can take it and take it to the next level. This is progress. This is what science is all about. You have to think outside the box. And when I was a little kid and somebody told me this is not possible, I always asked myself, why is it not possible? Is it not possible because we think it's not possible? Or is it just not possible, So I always wanted to figure out a way to make it possible. And I think those people who show that this is possible, they open up a big box for everyone. Because now people can see, hey, it is possible, so now they take it to the next level. My feeling up there when I opened that door was, at that moment, you know you're very close to fulfill your dream. This is a very unique and breathtaking moment because you can see the curve of the earth down there. Never seen that before. You look up, you can see black sky. Never seen that before. And at the same moment you realize you're the only person in the world at that point, and you cannot share this with anyone else. I think the key thing is always, fear is good, fear is welcome, fear can be your friend. But as soon as fear turns to panic, it means it slows you down, you make the wrong judgment, you might die, you might do something wrong, So now the key is always to make sure fear is there, because it makes you awake. If you don't have fear at all, you're not gonna live forever, because fear is necessary. But you have to make sure fear does never turn into panic. So as long as you have fear and no panic, you're good. As soon as panic starts to come into play, you're doing something wrong. This takes a lot of practice, and if you have felt that many times, you're comfortable with fear. Hey, this is the system, this is what nature is providing for us. As long as you keep that in balance, you're in good hands. So fear is nothing bad. People always think fear is bad, but if you can use that fear to be focused, to be concentrated, it helps a lot.